Devin, the Retro Gamer, and we're at another review. This time we're reviewing Jak X for the PlayStation 2. So this game is one of my childhood racing games. I remember my Nana Angie getting it for me at when I was little. But it was the only game she ever got for me. So this game is very special since she passed on. And I thought I'd do a review of it. So without further ado, let's get on with the review. So Jak X starts off in some sort of tavern within the game, and it shows the logo, of course, and everything. And basically, Daxter's just chilling there, and he meets these kind of unfriendly guys. And as he's in there, he's telling the story about how badass of a racer Jak is, and more like how badass of a racer he is. So basically, the way he's telling it is saying, it's all him doing it and stuff, and he's all cool and everything. But it's not really him, it's Jak the whole time. But you guys gotta listen to this dank scene. Give me a minute. It's pretty funny.
My. Sounds like this city's terribly dangerous.
I had to play that. It's no Jak X review without that meme. My. Sounds like this city is terribly dangerous. So basically this shady character smoking a cigarette comes in. And it's not a cigarette game, guys, I promise. It's not a cringy cigarette game from the 80s or 90s. He's basically, they want to kill Daxter, pretty much. But while Daxter's telling the story, Jak's actually doing it, right? And basically, as Daxter's telling the story, Jak kind of comes in and stuff and saves Daxter from them. And then they drive off. And I guess you could say that's the first part. And then the second part is when they take a toast for the reading of Crew's will, pretty much, and basically that doesn't turn out well because they all get poisoned, and that's pretty much why they're racing in this game and why they're going through all these Grand Prix. So with that out of the way, let's get to the gameplay. Now, before I start praising this game for how much I love it and how much of a great racing game I think it is, I'm going to mention some of its major problems that could be game-breaking. I think one of the big game-breaking problems for this game would definitely very much be, not the lag because it's only the PS4 version, but the big problem is the way you the way you drift. When you drift in this game, it's not like Crash Team Racing or, Mario Kart 8, where when you drift, it not automatically, but you can manually drift yourself. It kind of automatically drifts for you. And I don't know, I just don't like it in my racing game. And it can definitely be a game breaker at points. Lombax49 can vouch. When we were playing it, it was a real game breaker for him. And I'm sure if other people play it, it would definitely be an issue. And that's one of my biggest gripes with this. But other problems I do have is this is kind of a nitpick. I don't really care. But it's kind of weird that they changed their suits with the racing gear. Racing gear wasn't as cool looking as their main attire from Jak 2 and Jak 3. But I'm not gonna make that denounce the score. That's just a nitpick. The rest of the game is pretty good though. I think this game, while it doesn't have as good of a story as Jak 2 or Jak 3, I think it still has a pretty tight story. And, with Mizo and everything, and I'm not going to spoil it, because I want you guys to be able to play this, even though it's probably going to be impossible. It's one of those games I don't want to spoil, but I'll give you a spoiler warning. So basically, you got Mizo, you got Razor, you got all these cool characters, and pretty much Mizo's sending all of his racers out to take you out, right? And the main reason you're racing is so you don't die, because most of the Jak cast, except for Sig and Samos, were poisoned. So pretty much, it's a race for your life, and everyone is out to kill them, especially Razor. Razor's one of the big losses, but there are returning characters. They do bring back Cleaver. They bring back Cleaver. They bring back Crew, sort of. Sorry about that, and all that stuff, and it's pretty cool. Also, I thought I mentioned this, in the multiplayer of the game, you can actually unlock secret skins. On the PS2 version, if you hook up your PSP, you can get exclusive Daxter skins, basically characters from Daxter in the multiplayer, and you can get characters from Ratchet and Clank, one character from Ratchet and Clank, if you have a Ratchet Deadlock save file. On the PS4 version, if you have a Ratchet and Clank 2016 save file, you will get the Ratchet Deadlocked outfit. If you have an Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection save file, then you will get all the Daxter skins. If you have a Jack 1, 2, or 3 save file, you will be able to, basically play as Jack 1 version of Jack, the Jack 2 version of Jack, and the Jack 3 version of Jack. So it's all pretty cool. I do kind of like, the one really cool thing I do have to mention is that you can upgrade your vehicles with various different things, like changing the paint job. You can make your vehicle completely red or completely black, and all that stuff, just to make it look cool. Or you could modify the body parts. You can add different vendors and stuff. Really cool feature. I never knew if it changed anything, but it was definitely something pretty cool to see, just getting to just update all this, that's kind of fun, and you get to get all these cool knickknacks from Haven City or Spargus and stuff. So real big props to that. Now obviously I'm not gonna review the online part of the game because there's no online, but the multiplayer can definitely be fun, even though you can only play as 2 players at a time. It's definitely still entertaining, and it's something, fun to play every now and then. And, it's all that cool stuff. And what else was there? Oh, yeah, you can also accessorize it with various different things like hoods. You could put antennas on, or you can give your character helmets. You can get these are some helmets you can get in the game, but I'm going to go with none, of course. And then another cool thing you could do is that you can if you go to the secret shop, you can actually unlock stuff here if you have enough orbs, like art, vehicles, characters, special movies, and all that cool stuff. It's pretty awesome stuff, And, antennas and bonus wheels, and it has a lot of stuff, man, in the secret shop, and it's really cool. And, that's honestly about it. As much as I like Jack X and enjoy it, it has some flaws that I have to admit pushes it down a lot. So I'm going to have to give Jack X a 7 out of 10, especially for the drifting. Sadly, the drifting really messes up a lot, so sorry Jack X fans, I really like the game, but it's not an 8 up to 10. It's not one of the magnificent masterpieces, but it's a great story and I really enjoyed it. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next review.